to your people, it ain't nothing really. Pass the power to your people.
Is this like
Pass the power to your people, it ain't nothing really.
my legs?
Elevated innovation over ignorance, I represent it.
Look at those legs.
It's a bit
Those are
shiny.
some-
How does
Come on.
How do you-
We got Brandon. Hold on.
I'm not flexible.
Now they thought I was playing around with this contemporary trend.
Woo. Brandon, are you with us?
Hello. Am
yes,
I?
Yes, you are.
All right.
It's good, bro. How are you doing, man?
I am living life like it's golden, to the best of my ability. We out here. What is up? I know y'all can't see my leg. I can't stretch like Sherwin. Because my legs is big. So
That's all right, bro.
He
So,
got a calf of a god. Oh wait, is this the episode?
bro, we in this.
Oh crap.
I'm trying to go.
I was about to go.
Sure wasn't even ready to start,
I
bro.
was about to go in.
I jumped on. I got the cameras going. I was like, standing
This
on
is a way to come back. Okay.
Oh, this is a beautiful start.
You
Okay.
said you didn't know how to get. You said you didn't know how to start this, how to get going.
This is a beautiful start. We just jumped right into it. You ain't even ready.
Big salties to everybody. Alright, welcome back everybody. It's been a while. As you can see, the world has been crazy, but we are back giving you guys content through a podcast platform with me and Rev. Today we have a very special guest, one of our close friends. When I first met him, it was through a Biola free workshop. And Biola is my university that I just graduated from, and Team V3 was hosting free workshops, and they wanted me to teach Crump. So I was like, all right.
In fact, we all
Yeah.
met.
We all met at that
Yeah.
workshop, that exact one, all three of us.
Yeah, and this guy had a
long hair.
a hair of God, but
It's true. And then I lost.
I think I have like the shortest clip. Of
Yeah.
You.
I had the long hair and I lost it all.
bro, and I remember like I did something or like it was hella quiet, and he like, was that you?
Yeah.
Like he
And I-
cussed.
And I cussed in the middle of a class in a Christian university.
And then it was like an awkward silence, but everyone wanted to laugh, so I just giggled, and then yeah. So that's how I was like, all right, we're gonna be best friends after this.
Off that moment alone.
And then so after that, it just kept bumping like into each other. Later, I knew that he was part of Versatile, so he was like my go-to person when me and Spartan won their jam, and I was like, oh, all right, let me just text you to like get all the info and where to pick up my check and stuff like that. So yeah, and then the more classes I was hosting at the Cypher Spot, he was almost at every single one, and then the Tuesday labs, and it was just always a good vibe. So yeah, when we were putting on the new people in the fam, he wasn't actually part of the conversation, but I was like, yo, I think he would fit perfectly, and lo and behold, we were right. So without further ado, here's BeastBoi with all his AKAs.
With all of my 27 AKAs. So, in no particular order, I'm going to start off with my actual government name, which is Brandon.
Yes.
My professional dance name is BeastBoi, but in Crump, and in the BeastCamp family, I have like 7 other names, not really, but yeah. In the Crump world, I'm also known as Slade. Mm-hmm. Fam name, Street Beast X. Mm-hmm. Other fam name, Hype Beast. other fam name is Prana Beast.
that was today.
That was made today because all I do is just breathe in some good ass prana. Shout out to Ralph Smart.
Please watch us.
Please watch us and listen to us. I'm into your YouTube videos. I meditate every day, and I'm not vegan yet, but I'll work on it.
Yeah, 7-day vegan challenge.
7-day
We'll
vegan
be in
challenge,
there.
But regardless, yes, that's me. I'm here. I'm excited to be here. I'm chilling.
So how many names was that? That was like.
Okay, so my legal name, it's Brandon, and then like BeastBoi is like my main dance name, and then I have Slade, Street Beast X, Hype Beast,
5,
and Prana Beast.
6.
So I got 6 names in total, including my legal name. So
You can't forget the.
you can't forget the legal name. That's how I introduce myself at job interviews. Can't forget that one. My name's Brandon. But yeah, so I'm excited to be here. It's my first time on this podcast with the family. We chilling. It was kind of like funny because it was like a last minute thing.
Right.
Sherman texted me like yesterday or the day before. He's like, hey, I'm going to do a podcast with Rev in a day or two. You want to be in it? And I was like, sure. I ain't got nothing to do, especially now. Huh?
I said, let's get it going.
Yeah, let's get it going. So I talked about myself, right?
Yeah. One thing I want to point out to our listeners is you're going to hear some booms and baps in the background.
Because we hip hop.
Because there's fireworks.
Because of fireworks.
And the fireworks are hip hop.
The fireworks are all boom baps. So they hip hop for sure.
I'm done.
So yeah, I guess I could just talk a bit about myself, my dance journey. I grew up in the San Gabriel Valley in the city of Azusa, California.
Nice.
That's my area, my hometown, Azusa, Covina area. I am half black and half Filipino. I grew up with my Filipino family, so I'm with the squad. You know how it works. Went to a high school in the Azusa area called Gladstone High School. And kind of that's where I started my dance journey. I was kind of interested in dance on and off when I was in middle school before I got into high school, because that's the time where the first season of America's Best Dance Crew came out, and I was a huge Jabberwockies fan. So, you know, I tried to learn and teach myself how to dance, and I also had a friend who was trying to learn how to dance at the time. And funny enough, I think it was in 8th grade, my friend who was learning how to dance actually was learning how to crump, because it was about 2007, 2008 when crump... Yeah, when crump was going mainstream and, you know, was getting on TV and stuff. So he was trying to learn how to crump. He showed me a bit. I kind of got into it. Then in high school, I found out they had an actual dance team. I ended up winning a dance battle at the freshman dance in high school. And that was like one of my first dance battles ever. I ended up winning it, and then all the people from the dance team were like, oh, you need to join, you gotta come to audition, buzz this, that. So I went, I made it. So I was in that dance team, and within the first year of being in that dance team, I ended up going to a competition and meeting my now director from Versatile Dance Company. Her name is Jackie Lopez, also known as Miss Funk.
Shout out
To Miss Funk, love you. Met her when I was a freshman, and yeah, since then I've just been training, you know, and I've been getting introduced to a lot of street dance styles. My focus is freestyle dance, but also like, you know, actual battling and choreographing and training in street dance styles. So, you know, I do hip hop, I do house dance, I do popping, crump, obviously.
does it all.
You know, I dabble in other styles here and there. I'm learning. You know, I'm learning light feet right now. that's my next one.
He even DJs.
You know, I don't really DJ, but I have a mixer I'm playing with, you know what I mean? I'm trying to learn, you know, trying to mess with photo and video editing, you know, do the whole well-rounded artist thing. Everybody's trying to be like Rev, who can do everything.
Right.
Hey,
Rev is the GOAT.
It's like I
Unlimited
know how to do
AF.
things in everything. I don't know how to do everything.
Don't lie, Rev will pick
AF.
up a new skill every day. He said, run a podcast, cool. Photo and video editing, cool.
Make beats.
Flyer design, cool. Making beats, also cool.
Yeah,
Dancing, also cool.
The beat thing though is like, I got my jerry-rigged MPK thing working that night. I got like the biggest taste to do this, and then the next day I was like, let's go again, and it will not connect. For the life of me, it will not connect. And
Oh,
it makes me
man.
very sad.
That's
Dang. Maybe it was a one and done thing. Maybe that's all.
That beat was fire.
That beat was fire though. See, y'all need to hear when Rev starts putting out beats too. See what I'm saying? He can do everything. But yeah, so I guess, you know, besides that, my dance journey I feel like has been very fulfilling so far. You know, I feel very blessed. You know, it's also, you know, especially in this current age of social media, people think, you know, to be a successful dancer, you got to have a lot of clout, you got to be in the music videos, got to do this, that, and the third. But honestly, I haven't done that. You know, I'm not a big name on social media right now, but I feel like I made a significant impact, and I'm a person within the community, and that's what matters more to me.
Yep.
I think that's something that we kind of covered in my episode, was like, there's not there's like so many lanes in our community that
Right.
are just overlooked.
Yeah.
And it's dope to see when somebody else also pursues and is successful.
It's successful. It's something else. Yeah, because, you know, I think with the automatic mindset when it comes to when you tell someone that you're a dancer is like, oh, have you been on TV?
Right.
Oh, have you been on a music video? Oh, have you done this? Have you done that? And it's like, you know, mainstream media is cool. You get a lot of clout. You might get a good gig. But then the thing is with the industries, they drop you like a fly. Like ASAP.
Yeah.
For the next person. So if you want like longevity, you have to really stick to, you know, your roots and your community, you know. So I've been teaching. The dance company I'm part of is also a nonprofit organization. So we go teach at low income K through 12 schools all around Los Angeles. So I've performed and I've taught for kids in 4 or 5 different schools over the past probably, I would say, since 2013. So that's 6 years or no, 7 years.
7 years, yeah.
It's about 7 years. I've been teaching at about 5 different high schools or middle schools on and off. I tour, you know, where I bring hip hop to the concert dance stage, which is a new thing with my company, with VersaStyle. We're one of the few companies that actually like tackles theaters where it is predominantly just, you know, ballet and jazz and contemporary. You know, we're one of the very few hip hop companies that go in there. And, you know, we just do a lot of work in the community with street dance. We host battles, we host workshops, we fly in pioneers from other countries and other states to come and teach the community and share. So we're really just community oriented, and I'm community oriented, and that's my focus when it comes to dance. I really just want to like educate. That's kind of been my journey so far, and it's taking me around the world at this point, so I can't even complain. Like, I get a consistent paycheck and I get to get flown out around the world. Never gonna complain about that. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, can you talk about like your guys' training as like VersaStyle? I mean, of course I don't give out your secrets, but I always see Brandon like on the Tuesdays and he would leave early. He's like, yo, I have to wake up like at 7 for rehearsal type of thing, and I'm like, go get out of here. Like, so yeah, I think that training just transcended, and that's why he was like hella getting good at Crump super fast. So I was always interested in just how the process goes. Like, I mean, as much as you can like explain to us, you know.
So sorry, Breeze Lee. Shout out to Lee Fawad. He's my other director of VersaStyle Dance Company. Love you, bro. But I'm gonna have to put Breeze Lee on blast. The training can be kind of sadistic, to be completely frank. Everybody who's currently in VersaStyle Dance Company right now started off in the junior organization or the junior group, which is VersaStyle Next Generation. There was a completely different VersaStyle Dance Company group when I first started training with them. So I was in a junior company, so they started us young. So we were training with them since we was like 14, 15, some 13, some 12. Like, we were training young. And they would, you know, beat us to the ground. Like, we would have 2-hour rehearsals of just drills and cardio.
Wow.
Like, we would have these intensives in this every summer where they were 1 to 2 weeks, 6 hours a day. And we would literally train in multiple street dance styles, like drills, technique, history, nonstop for 6 hours a day for like 2 weeks straight.
That's so good.
You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, obviously, our rehearsals are high level. You know, because we are a professional performance company, we have to keep a level of, you know, professionalism in our and advanced movement. You know what I'm saying? So we got to train our asses off, train in endurance and body strength, calisthenics. You know, just our core. We also have to train in technique and make sure our technique is on point. We have to train in performance because, you know, you can be a great technique dancer, but not know how to perform. So we have to know how to do both. And both are very hard to do in their own way.
That is some truth.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you've ever performed, like, you could be the best technique dancer and you could not know how to really present yourself on stage and save your life. Or vice versa.
Exactly. I was just about
You
to
could
say
be a
that.
great performer, but if someone told you to break down your movement, you don't know what the heck you're doing. You're just busting. You know what I mean? Like, and so we have to have both. So our training is pretty rigorous. Like, we have rehearsal, you know, obviously before quarantine, we had rehearsal 3 times a week, 3 hours each. And then we were required to rehearse on our own at home, you know, rehearse the pieces. So they would like train, drill us, whatever, warm up, and then by the end of rehearsal, we had a new piece that we had to know by the next rehearsal. You know what I mean?
So with saying all of that, what would be like maybe one advice you would give to people that wants to like start dance, you know, or like take it seriously, like from what you've learned? Like what's like one of the best ways to start?
Like, I think it's just like with anything else, it takes dedication. You have to be motivated to teach yourself a lot, and you have to be motivated to train on your own and not wait for someone to give you advice or to give you a direction.
That's big.
Because if you find a dance teacher or a mentor or whatever, they can only give you so much. If you don't take those tools and bring them back home and let them kind of navigate your journey as an artist, then you're not, you won't make it. You know what I mean? It's not about learning the big flashy moves or the popular dances if you want longevity, because that stuff gets old. Longevity is learning history and culture and technique and knowing how to teach that to the next generation, knowing how to perform and display that. Like, longevity in dance is being an educator and being a community leader and an activist. So if you really want to pursue dance, you have to be motivated and you have to be disciplined enough to do that even when it sucks. Even when dance stops being fun, you have to keep pushing.
Right.
And guess what, kids? Like, your knees aren't going to like last.
Oh my God.
All those flashy moves, your body's
gonna give out very soon. Trust me. Like, there are a lot of professional dancers who by the time they're 30, they put up their cape because they've already pushed so hard that their body can't handle. By the time you're 35, you're on your last limbs, and sometimes if you're lucky and you really protect your body, you can go till you're 40, you can go till you're 50. The OGs are in hip hop dance, from Poppin' Pete to Booty Stretch to Link, Khalif, and all of the different styles, OG breakers, they're like in their 50s and they're still putting in work. You know what I mean? So if you protect your body and you train yourself and stay healthy, you could last a long time, but it's never going to be the same.
Right.
So all those crazy moves and tricks and blow-ups and popular dances that you want to spend all your time doing, that's going to get gassed out and old real soon. You know what I mean? You got to focus on
knowledge.
But the knowledge doesn't go away. That's longevity, because then you can pass that down to the next generation who's trying to learn what you know.
Yeah.
If you know enough, there's always going to be someone else who enters into the culture who's going to want to know what you know.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I think that is where, like, in my opinion, like where your career is like turning into, for the past like 2-3 years, like your name was getting up there as a battle dancer, and like, you're getting up there, but now you're using that platform to help educate like the dance scene, and then even with the current events going on now, which is what we will talk about in the next episode. So thank you guys for hearing Brandon's little quick history about him.
Thank you.
Follow
friends.
him on Instagram, Facebook, all of that. He has Twitter, a funny Twitter, a funny
Twitter.
Instagram. So yeah, thank
I
you
like
guys.
memes.
He loves memes. I love them as well. And yeah, thank you guys so much. And please share, comment, let people know about this guy, because he's gonna be a new leader in the dance community. So yeah, stay tuned for next episode, to where we will continue this conversation and get into some deeper topics about current events and how it relates to dance and mental health and all that. So
Beautiful. I'm ready. Hype.
it will drop in a couple days.
Bang.